Alright, let's dive into the mysterious, sometimes hilarious, and often misunderstood world of what a sincere young girl really wants but might never directly ask for in a relationship. Spoiler alert. It's not just about flowers and chocolates, though they're always a nice touch. Imagine this. You've just started dating someone, and everything seems perfect. You're thinking, I've got this in the bag, but suddenly, you feel like you're navigating a minefield of unspoken expectations. Don't worry, you're not alone. Men and women approach relationships differently, and understanding those differences is key to making things work. So, let's break it down and add a dash of humor while we're at it. Picture this. She's had a tough day at work, and all she wants is for you to listen. Not solve, not advise, just listen. Men, in their problem-solving glory, might jump straight into fix-it mode, but what she really wants is empathy. Think of it as the difference between a cat and a dog. Dogs, like most men, are all about action, while cats, like many women, prefer a quiet, understanding presence. From a psychological standpoint, emotional support is vital for a healthy relationship. It reduces stress, fosters trust, and strengthens the bond between partners. The downside? If it's always one-sided, it can lead to burnout. So, gentlemen, it's about balance. Sometimes you're the listener, and sometimes you need to share your own struggles too. This mutual exchange keeps the relationship grounded and healthy. Consistency in a relationship is like your morning coffee, it sets the tone for the day. Girls appreciate when you follow through with what you say, whether it's a promise to call, a date night, or simply showing up on time. Historically, women have often been the caregivers, so consistency is a sign of reliability, a trait that speaks volumes about a partner's character. However, consistency isn't about being predictable or boring. It's about creating a safe environment where she knows she can count on you. The benefit here is obvious, it builds trust. The con? Well, too much consistency can make things a bit monotonous. Throw in a surprise now and then, it's like adding a shot of espresso to that regular coffee, keeps things exciting. Here's a fun fact, women love compliments. No, not the, you're hot, kind, but the ones that show you notice the little things, her new haircut, the way she lights up a room with her smile, or how she handled a tough situation with grace. Compliments are like tiny emotional boosts that can make her day brighter. Biologically speaking, compliments trigger the release of dopamine, the feel-good hormone, which can enhance mood and even improve physical health. But let's not go overboard here. Too many compliments can seem insincere or, worse, like you're trying too hard. It's all about timing and authenticity. Think of it like seasoning. Just the right amount can make the dish perfect, too much and it's overwhelming. You might think she's not into sports, gaming, or whatever else you love, but deep down, she wants to share those moments with you. Why? Because it's not about the activity, it's about the connection. When you both enjoy something together, it creates memories, strengthens your bond, and gives you something to talk about other than how your day went. Socially, shared interests can bridge gaps in relationships, making them more resilient against external pressures. But, a word of caution, forcing interests can backfire. If she's not into it, don't push. Instead, find common ground. It's like dancing, sometimes you lead, sometimes she does, but the goal is to move in harmony. Imagine you've been working on a project for weeks, and someone says, "Hey, I noticed how much effort you put into that." Feels good, right? Now, apply that to your relationship. She doesn't want to ask for appreciation, she wants you to notice her efforts on your own. Whether she's supporting your dreams, taking care of the little things, or just being there for you, a simple, thank you, can go a long way. From a psychological perspective, appreciation is a powerful motivator. It boosts self-esteem and reinforces positive behavior. But, here's the kicker, lack of appreciation can lead to resentment. It's like running on a treadmill without seeing any progress, you'll burn out eventually. So, keep the appreciation flowing, and your relationship will keep running smoothly. This might sound counterintuitive, but she needs space. Yes, she loves spending time with you, but she also values her independence. Think of it as watering a plant, you need to give it room to grow, not drown it with too much water or attention. Historically, women have been conditioned to be nurturing and giving, often at the expense of their own needs. But times have changed, and modern relationships thrive on balance. Giving each other space to pursue individual interests, hobbies, or even alone time can lead to a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. The pro here is obvious: absence makes the heart grow fonder. The con? If you take too much space, you might drift apart, so communication is key. Now, here's where it gets interesting: balancing all these unspoken desires without driving yourself crazy. Relationships are like cooking a gourmet meal. Every ingredient has its place, and it's all about finding the right balance. Too much of one thing can ruin the dish, but the right mix can create something truly amazing. Men and women respond differently to these subtle cues. While men might appreciate straightforwardness, women often operate on a different wavelength, where hints and unspoken words are just as powerful as direct communication. The key is to be attuned to each other's needs, to listen not just to what's said, but to what's unsaid. So, what's the secret to a strong romantic relationship? It's about understanding these unspoken needs and responding to them with empathy, consistency, and appreciation. It's about creating a space where both partners feel valued, understood, and loved. And yes, it's about having a bit of fun along the way, because laughter is the best glue that holds a relationship together. Now, before you go, let me share my 2 cents. Every relationship is unique, so while these tips are a great starting point, the most important thing is to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And hey, don't forget to subscribe for more relationship tips. And if you've got a funny or enlightening story to share, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences.